Hey everybody, this is Sean McCloskey from Lifeonaire.com, and I've got a little funny story for you. Actually, this is pretty cool because it's just proof that the Lifeonaire message is spreading and it's making an impact on people. I was just out at an event. I was speaking at one of the events put on by Robin Thompson. She's a rehab queen is what people call her. And I got to go down to Florida. We went the day in advance, and I went down there with one of my coaching students named Jason. And Jason and I were hanging out the day before because Robin had us all out to her horse ranch. It was pretty cool. She has, I don't know how many acres of land, but this is out in the middle of Florida. It's this beautiful setting. There's a horse ranch and this big old huge house and pool and all this stuff. And we're hanging out, and she's got all the people from her event at the house the day before to come hang out and check out the horses and really just have a good time and hang out. So I got to be there. I don't know, there was maybe 100 people at this house and horses running around everywhere. It was a lot of fun. But with all these people here, you know, we were sort of standing around talking, getting to know everybody. I was going to speak the next day, and I wanted to get to know all the people there from the event. So as I'm talking, we're standing around talking in a group of, I don't know, 10 people maybe, something like that, maybe 15 people, I don't know. And one of the guys that was in this little group of people talking started to explain a concept to me and to the other people there in the room. And he said, man, you guys, he says, I've been learning this concept called Lifeonaire lately. And he says, this thing has been just really changing my views on what I think about investing and life and living and what it really means to live life and what it means to really run your business with your life in mind. And it was great. I looked at my buddy Jason and we just both kind of grinned. And it was great. The guy went on and on about Lifeonaire for about 10 minutes. And everybody else that was listening to him was really intrigued in all the Lifeonaire principles he was sharing. And it was really cool, and how he was explaining it, he was dead on with everything he was explaining. So it was clearly making an impact on him. I thought that was super cool. And so after about 10 minutes or so, I just looked at him and I said, hey, I never got to formally introduce myself. I said, I'm Sean McCloskey, and I stuck my hand out to introduce him. He goes, what? Man, you let me ramble on this whole time for 15 minutes about Lifeonaire, and the guy who created it with Steve Cook is sitting here right in front of me, and he laughed, and I laughed, and everybody else was like, what are you talking about? And it was great, man. But it was so cool to be down in Florida and to see Lifeonaire being talked up by people I had never met before, people I had never seen before, and even the people who weren't introduced to it yet were certainly intrigued by what this gentleman was sharing. So I think it's great. I think the message is getting out there, and that's the entire goal of what Steve and I are trying to accomplish. We really want to change lives with this stuff. We really want to get this information out there. So I just want to encourage you right now, the more people talk about this, the more it's changing lives. I mean, I could see people right there within the small group that we were in, I could see their lives sort of being questioned. Maybe not dramatically changed right then, because these were new concepts being addressed to them at the time, but I could definitely see the wheels turning, and I could see them being challenged by what was being discussed. So I want to get you to encourage you to get out there and share this message. Even if you don't fully understand it yet, get out there and share some of the concepts, because it'll do one of two things. Number one, it'll spread the message to people who need to hear it, but more importantly, forget about spreading the message. Number two, even more importantly, it'll solidify the things that we're teaching you in your own brain. And some of these debt-free investing strategies, some of the living life strategies and putting life first rather than business first will start to rub off on you too, and you'll start to see the benefits as well. That's it. I just wanted to share a funny story with you. I will talk to you soon. Have a great day, everybody.